This is going to be the most recent movie on my recommendations, but even though it's new, it's a movie that has blown me away and engaged me more than any horror film I've seen in decades. This movie is about a young girl living in Detroit, so you know it's already terrifying. I apologize to all my fans living in Detroit, but they do use the city to its advantage. As soon as you start watching this film, you get a sense of being lost, of hopelessness, and a lot of that is accomplished by showing the beaten down parts of the city. So again, sorry, but I kind of had to make that joke. But that's not what this movie is about. No, you see, this is a girl living in Detroit, dating a guy, and they decide to take their relationship to the next level. They go to a secluded location and make love, only for the guy to then reveal to the girl that he is cursed, and that a demon has been following him around trying to kill him, and the only way to get the demon to leave him alone is to have sex with someone else, at which point the curse is then transferred onto them. Yeah, fellas, this is not a date movie. Now, you don't have to be a psych major to realize that this monster is a metaphor for STDs, sexual abuse, and many other things, and the first time that I watched it, I was too freaked out by it to catch how often they lean into that metaphor, but when I watched it the second time, I realized it's pretty impressive how they address many of these issues through this story. And many people will tell you that it's important for horror movies to be metaphors for something greater in the real world, and honestly, I don't think that always has to be the case, but when it's done well, it does take your movie to a whole other level. But there were two things about this movie that made me love it and caused it to jump way up on my list of favorite horror films. The first being just how simple it is. This demon follows you down, not running, not chasing, just simply walking, and only you and the other people cursed by the demon can see it. The amount of special effects that you need for this are next to nothing. It's an incredibly easy film to make, and yet they did a marvelous job of it. It's like if you handed someone a piece of paper and told them to fold it into an origami bird, and then they turned it into a phoenix. But the thing that made me really love this movie is that it got me talking, and it got other people talking. I listened to so many podcasts and talked to so many coworkers and friends who had seen this movie, and all we could do was theorize about it. What were the rules of this demon? What exactly was it? I remember when one of my coworkers said it had to be a succubus or an incubi, and we all just kind of gasped because that was our first clue to figuring it all out. We kept trying to come up with rules for it, like what happens if you have sex with person B, but then they have sex with person C, then the demon kills person C, but person B has already died from natural causes. Does that break the chain and you're safe, or does it then just go back to you? And then there's one line in the movie where they say it will keep going down the line all the way back to whoever started it. Did this start centuries ago and it's been around for generations? Is that person still alive? If that person is still alive, what happens if they die? Is the curse broke forever? I wanted answers after watching this film. You want to know how deep this gets. As I said, when this movie came out years ago, I talked non-stop with people about it, and we came up with so many theories, but I showed it to my wife for the first time just last night, and she said to me, "Hey, did you notice that the demon can't do this?" And when she said that, my eyes widened and my jaw dropped because holy cow, after hours upon hours of talking about this, she just uncovered something brand new that I never noticed. And it was huge. It was like a whole other chapter to this story just appeared before me. So for making a film that could literally make me terrified of just a random stranger walking down the street, creating a monster that had me theorizing until steam came out of my ears, and for leaving an impact on me, not just as a fan of horror films, but as someone obsessed with filmmaking, this movie definitely gets the highest recommendation from me. So if you see this, then I hope that you enjoy it as much as I did. And remember, we've still got 3 more spooky movies until Halloween, and we're also making scary video game and comic book recommendations each day as well. Also, you can follow us on Twitter and Tumblr at Professor Thorgy, and if you want to support this channel, then the best way to do that is simply to share these videos and give us a thumb up. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and happy Halloween.